Hi guys, and welcome to your video introduction of the learning path that we will complete this week. We will be focused on percents and applications of percentages. We have quite a bit of work to do, so let's get started. The first thing that I want to show you is when you log into It's Learning, it is going to default to the overview view of It's Learning. This is not where I want you to be, okay? I really want you to go to Plans. You have a couple of options for plans. I like to make sure that my dates are for this week. If you needed to go back for some reason and look at something for last week, you could do that. I also like to change my view to list. For some reason, it just, to me, is a little bit easier to read. Okay, so in this view, I have the description. I want you to read that, okay? So this will give you sometimes some important information about your learning path that I need you to read. So please make sure that you're paying attention to the description. This week, something I learned last semester is that some students are really having a hard time pacing their work. And so what I have given you this week is a little bit of an idea of how I might plan out my week. Um, I do not think that you should be working on your learning path for math and trying to complete it in one day, okay? Some of you like to pick a class per day to do, and that is just not a good practice for math. You really need to be doing math every day, a little bit every day. So my suggestion would be Monday to read the overview, which we'll go over, complete step 1 of the learning path, and attend the help session, okay, which we'll talk about also. Tuesday, maybe do steps 2 and 3 of the learning path. Wednesday, attend a help session, which is our math class, where we will be going over lots of this information. I really want everyone to make every effort to attend our help sessions. And then complete step 4 of your learning path. Thursday, complete step 5 and 6. And then Friday, complete step 7. So that's the suggested pacing of your week. You do not have to follow that, but I think it's a good guide for you. Okay, so when we're in plans, we can now look and see that there are 2 resources linked. One is the overview. Let's start there, and then we'll go into the learning path. Okay, on our overview page, you will see some really important information. First of all, your overview page always includes this video that will be linked. Your overview video is always linked first. Second, you have links for your teaching sessions. These are our virtual math classes. So Monday, there's one at 11 or 12. Typically, I only give one time, but for Monday sessions, I am giving you 2 options to call in. You can choose 11 o'clock or you can choose 12 o'clock. This class is expected for all students to attend. We're going to go over some important things about this semester. Second, we have our second math class on Wednesday at 11 o'clock, where we will be going over content for the week. The other thing on the overview page that is important is your learning targets so that you can see what topics we will cover this week, and then your task list. This, if you will spend time looking at this, gives you everything that is included in each of your learning path steps and the tasks that you have to complete. Okay, I'm now in the Unit 3B percent application learning path, so let's get started. We are in step 1 of 7. You'll see that to start, each page is laid out exactly the same. You have your notes, you have your videos that you need to watch and take notes on, and then you have for this particular step, a Google Slides activity and a Pearson online activity. I will tell you for this week, there are multiple Pearson assignments. So please make sure when you go to Pearson Online to check your class assignments that you are doing them in sequence that they are assigned within your learning path. So the very first one that you should do is 3-2 Math Excel. Okay. Let's move to step 2. Step 2 is focused on tax, tip, and commission. So again, you've got some important vocabulary terms to read through. You've got videos for taking notes. And then you have 2 assignments. You're going to go to Edulastic, which is always assigned in Google Classroom, and complete the tax, tip, and commission assignment. And then you have Pearson Online 3-3. Please make sure that you are not skipping the notes section or the videos. You really need to pretend as if you are in class, you are watching the videos, you are taking notes, you've got a notebook, you've got your pencil, paper, and your calculator with you, and that is part of your class, okay? Again, moving on to step 3, we've got percent of change and percent of error. I will go ahead and tell you this is the section or topic that has the most common mistakes. So really make sure that you are paying attention to these equations that we'll use for percent of change and percent of error. Those will be reviewed in these videos, so make sure that you really understand those before moving on. These are commonly missed. For this assignment, you have a percent of change playlist. So this is assigned in Pearson. Make sure you're finding the task called percent of change playlist. Okay, moving to step 4 of your learning path, we're going to focus on a topic called markup and markdown. So again, a few notes to read, a video, and then you will have to complete 3-5 Math Excel. On each of these pages, you'll notice that I've highlighted to use the question help button. That's really the benefit of these Math Excels that we assign, is that the question help button in the top right gives you the ability to see an example or step-by-step guidance on how to solve this problem. So there really should be no excuse for submitting this work without a very good grade. All of these allow you to look at an example, see help, get help solving the problem before moving on. So really there should be no excuse for grades to be low on these assignments. Okay, the last topic for percent application is calculating simple interest. So you're going to learn about our simple interest formula, I equals P times R times T. You'll find out what each of those stand for. You're going to read through some examples. These examples are really important because you are looking for different unknowns within this equation for each example. So make sure you're paying attention to each of those and taking good notes on your videos. And then you have 2 tasks that you can complete. Says 3. I will make a change of that to 2 tasks to complete. It's not 3. You have simple interest worksheet where you will complete those questions and check your answer, and then you will complete the 3-6 Math Excel. Okay, again, this is a mistake. There's only 2 tasks to complete on this page. Finally, we're going to put it all together and see what you've learned. You're going to complete 2 Edulastic assignments, one called Percent Application Part 1 and one called Percent Application Part 2. Okay, so these are our tasks where you can check for understanding. I suggest using your notes that you've taken throughout the week, referring back to the problems that you've solved throughout the week, keeping yourself organized throughout the week with all of your practice problems and your notebook showing your work. That will really benefit you as you get to these formative checks in your learning path. Okay. Finally, we have assessment number 8, where instructions will be included here, and you will go to assessments and complete your assignment number 8. Okay. I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing everyone at our virtual math classes this week. Bye.